Sports, football focus.
Football focus. Where the focus is?
Football.
NFL football. Hallelujah.
Finally.
Thank you, Jesus.
Pigs have finally flown. Saints finally got a win.
Saints finally got a win. In grand fashion, too.
Yeah.
And the person that... You know, we do this every year with him.
Mm-hmm.
We always leave him for dead. Because it seems like he's always... It takes him about a month for him to get acclimated.
Who you
Talking about your boy Marcus Costa.
Man.
I mean, he had a phenomenal game. 3 touchdowns. How many catches? 9 catches?
9 catches. Yeah.
How many yards? About
130 something.
137 yards. That's the type of production you expect from him on a consistent basis. Right. You know, it's like his hand. I was listening to the radio. I was listening to the game on the radio. You know what they call his hands? The black hole. Because once it goes in, it's not coming out. He needs to be like that every game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like Marcus Costa obviously because he got my birthright by name.
Yeah.
But Colston, ever since Colston came into the league and he was in the slot with Joe Horn and they had Copper and Henderson, he was always, they started him as a slot. Like I said, that's what I always used to tell you. One thing that nobody ever says and gives him props for is his touchdowns and his productivity when he catches the ball. This is a stat that probably a lot of people don't even know because ESPN don't run it. I mean, if you're a Saints fan, you know that Colston in his first 2 years that he's playing, he's had the most receptions next to. I mean, Anquan Bolden had the record. Now, Colston. So you gotta look at this guy now. Like when they played the Packers, Greg Jennings got Old Spice commercials and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
He was a higher pick than Colston. And Colston is more productive than him. He has 50 catches, 50 touchdown catches against the Saints, right? Colston got 53.
Yeah.
He got his 50. No, he got 52.
Yeah.
He had 3 touchdowns. Yep. So, but you don't. They said it on NBC.
Yeah.
They said it. But people don't ever. That's what I'm trying to get people to see that. Greg Jennings is a Pro Bowler, multi-Pro Bowler, had Old Spice commercials and stuff like that. He's won a Super Bowl. Like I said, him and Colston came in the same year. And Colston just don't get...
nowhere near the recognition.
Right, he don't get the... And that's what, like I said, that's what gets me about it. That's why I'll get on you about Colston, because Colston is a good player and he puts up stats, puts up numbers, but people just don't, he's not, maybe because he's quiet. I don't know.
That could be it. That could be it. I would like to see Marcus Costa have more of an aggressive streak, just like everybody else. But
but it's just, sometimes it's in your DNA. And sometimes.
Well, I mean, and that's one of the things we talked about. Wide receiver cores. I'm gonna touch on this. Yeah. The wide receiver cores. You notice there's no more wide receiver divas in the NFL anymore, and I think I'm glad of that because you need more receiver cores because. Believe it or not, a receiver core actually make you become a diva. But like I said, I mean, you look at all the great receiver cores they got out here now. I mean, why would you want to be a diva? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you got to understand.
They spread the ball around.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the NFL now. Yeah, I mean, they spread the ball around, so there's not no one receiver can get a big head about it.
Right. And to speak on that, to piggyback off of that, that's why Chad Johnson, T.O. and Plexico Burris can't get jobs because they're known as
diva receivers.
So, like T.O. tweeted during the Monday night game, Jets, call my agent, you need me. You know what I'm saying? But so if you doing stuff like that, and you think that's gonna help your cause? Not gonna help your cause. I mean, like I say, Terrell Owens is a phenomenal athlete. But look at the diva receivers now, man. Like Randy Moss is not doing nothing. Last time you heard from him was in week 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like Randy. Personally, Randy's one of my favorite players.
I agree. I agree. And that's the thing, But see, T.O. wants to sit up there and tweet, Jets call my agents, you need me, but time out, T.O. Right. You was in Seattle.
Right.
You can go out to Seattle and make the team as a receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I could. I think
you could do it.
I need to do insanity, and I think I can do it.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, you and that insanity. Lord Jesus. But anyways, T.O., you was offense where you drop the ball.
Right.
I mean, and you want, right. Well, New York, the Jets already have one ego, and that's Rex Ryan. They don't need another one. Y'all, it's gonna be Tebow. And Tebow. Well, Tebow doesn't have an ego, but you know. Okay. All right. Well. Okay.
That's a story for us.
Oh yeah, that's a story.
Anyway, we just happy overall. The maybe 360 of the story. Overall, we just happy the Saints
finally got that.
Finally got
Drew
that.
Broke Johnny Unitas' record. But you know what's funny? It's so hilarious
that they said
Tom Brady's
right behind it. Yeah.
And he's what?
37 games.
37.
So he ain't gonna be able to do it till next year.
Right.
But if he does it.
If he does it.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
if he does it.
But you know what though? But Drew is gonna probably extend it to like maybe 100-something games.
I mean, blow the record out the water. Why not? Blow the record out the water.
Blew the passing record out the water.
He wanted that, exactly.
Yeah,
even though Ron Rivera and the boys was like, no, that's unprofessional. Nah, dude. You played for 60 minutes.
Right. And they took him out.
They took him out.
I mean, he took him out the game. He still threw for 400 yards. Yeah. You know, but like I said, I'm just glad that Sproles and Breeze was able to get their revenge.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Breeze already beat San Diego a couple of years, 4 years ago.
True.
So I mean, it was a close game. Yeah, it was a close game. Yeah, like I said, but I got to give much props to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers, I was kind of sleeping on the Chargers, but Chargers is a very good team.
I think so.
You know, and like I said, the main thing that me and you always talk about, Martez Wilson. You didn't see what he did. At the end of the game.
I seen what he did at the end of the game.
And that can happen almost every week. I don't know if that guy was hurt. I don't know what the deal was, but I mean, he went right under that guy and won the game for him. Well, I mean, I think they was gonna win anyway, but I mean, he just secured the win a little bit better.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show you have athletic pass rushers.
Right.
You got him. You got Junior Gillette. Focus on those two guys being your edge rushers and beef up the middle of your line. You got Bunkley. I'm sorry, Cedric Ellis.
Yeah, he's a bust.
He's the weakest link, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? I think Cameron Jordan is kind of like the weakest link too, bro. I tried to give him a chance this second year, but I just don't see. I just don't see no Will Smith in him. I don't see him.
Well, I don't see no Will Smith in Will Smith.
That's true too. I just don't. Well, Will Smith got a sack last week.
Okay, what his
first sack? Yeah. But anyway, I just Cameron Jordan. They spent. I'm starting to think that their draft last year when they got Cameron and they got Ingram is not really looking like a good draft.
Well, you remember last year, the year before, last year, right? You remember, what did I say when we drafted, when the Saints burned the draft pick, getting Mark Ingram?
Wasted pick because of Chris Ivory.
Number one. You still don't have no faith in Chris Ivory. And see, that's the thing. You got Chris Ivory on your roster. You know what? You might want to trade Chris Ivory for a pick.
You know what, though? I think Chris Ivory's in the doghouse, to be honest with you.
For what? He didn't do anything.
Well, we don't know.
I mean, in preseason, he had fumbles. Okay, all right.
But I don't think it might be other stuff. I mean,
but what has he done? Yeah, I mean, you gonna have to do it. He talked about somebody's mama. I mean, what did he do? He's not doing anything in the games.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're still trying to give Ingram a chance. You can't take Sproles out and you can't take P out.
Right.
Those are the two best running backs you got on the squad.
Right.
So you got this running back who you pay. You trade it back up to get. You know, I get you. I feel. I feel what you're saying. I like Chris too. I'm just saying, that might be the deal. But anyway, we can talk about this.
Yeah, but one last thing. I remember working at it's now closed now, Conical Foods.
Yeah.
Right. So food service.
Right. They closed.
Yeah, they shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, they shut down. Wow. But anyway, long story short, you had them guys that was in love with Reggie Bush. Mm-hmm. I think that was second game of the season. Chris Ivory went rushed for like 100-something yards.
Yeah.
And I told the dude, I said, bro, Reggie Bush is gone.
Yeah.
And that was week 2 or 3?
Maybe week 3 because he got hurt in the San Francisco game.
Right.
On Monday night.
Right. You know what? It was preseason then. I said, I said,
okay,
dog, Reggie Bush gone. I said, dog, Reggie Bush gone.
Right.
And they ain't gonna get rid of Reggie. I mean, what happened?
But they got Sproles for Reggie though.
Well, Sproles was. You know what? Sproles. We weren't expecting to get Sproles. Because you remember, San Diego just resigned that man too, like that. I think that the year before last.
So he must have signed for a short deal.
Yeah, I think they did. They probably gave him a 3-year deal. Probably like he opted out on the last year. But anyway, let's get to it.
All right, let's get to the picks. Last week, my baby brother right here went 8-6, but I went 11-3. So, you know.
I'm down 3 games already.
Already. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I should be a prognosticator.
Can't do that.
I can't spell it, but I can. God damn it, I can go on CBS, ESPN, NFL. I can go all of them and smash them.
We probably could.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right, we got tomorrow's night game is Pittsburgh versus Tennessee. You know what?
Barn burner.
Yeah, you think so?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Well, real quick before we finish up the picks, was I right on my blowouts and my close games?
Okay, we got to check. You got to check the tape. Okay. All right, we got Seattle. No, I'm sorry, not Seattle. St. Louis at Miami. I'm going with Miami.
I'm going with St. Louis.
Wow.
I'm going with St. Louis.
You starting it already, boy. Starting it already. All right. We got Indy at the Jets. I'm going with Indy.
I'm going with Indy also because I think
with the coach being
not necessarily that, but I just think something's wrong with the Jets. I think they just don't have it this year. They just don't have it this year.
Yeah, that's true. We got next game is Cincinnati at Cleveland. I was gonna give Cleveland their first win, but I'm gonna go with Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Cincinnati too. Unfortunately, even though I think that might be a close game.
I think it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, I mean Brandon Wheaton, but you know what though, Cleveland is coming together.
I think so.
Trent Richardson.
They got a tough schedule. You know, they play the Giants.
Well, I mean,
they
in a tough division.
They in a tough division. They play the Ravens. I mean, they played some playoff teams at the beginning of the season. So, but I think you're right. They ain't headed in the right direction because they had that 14-point lead against the Giants. I was like, wow. Yeah. And I was watching that game. I was like, dang. But they look good. My boy Wheaton stepped up for me. I was proud of him. We got Kansas City at Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go with Tennessee played a good game against the Ravens. They lost by 3. You know what I'm saying? So they got a good defense. So I'm gonna go. Being said, I think Castle is not gonna play.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go with Tampa.
Yeah, I gotta go with Tampa also. Has Tampa won the game yet this year?
Yeah.
Who they won? Who they beat?
They beat Carolina in the first week.
Okay.
That's the only.
Yeah, that's right. That's the only
I think that was the only one because they lost.
So they down there with us.
Carolina too. So that's what I'm saying. That's why people saying that the Saints done. They saying that, but the Saints are 1 game out of second place. You know what I'm saying? So if they win when they come back and all these teams lose, then you're in second place. So it's not a real big deal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you got Tampa. All right, we got Detroit. It's gonna be a good game. Detroit at Philly. I'm going with Philly.
Okay, I'm gonna go against the grain on this one and go with Detroit.
Okay.
Too many turnovers by Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And I think Sue and them boys gonna be out for blood.
Yeah, because they starting off slow too.
Yeah.
All right, we got this is another good game. Dallas at Baltimore.
It's not a good game.
Nah, I mean, hey,
that's not a good game.
So you going Baltimore?
Damn straight. Yeah, because 5 interceptions.
Man, don't even remind me about that, man.
All right, 5 interceptions.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. All right, what about Oakland? This is gonna be a blowout. Oakland at Atlanta.
You know what? I don't think that's going to be a blowout.
So you think it'll be a close game?
I think it's going to be.
So you're going with Atlanta?
I am going with that. I am going with the Dirty Birds, but Atlanta almost lost the Redskins.
Yeah, that was a good game.
It was a good game.
I think with RG3 going out, I think that
kind of messed up.
Yeah, that did kind of.
You know, because there's one thing you really got to understand too. See, tempo is so important.
Yeah.
You got to have tempo. You know, and I think RG3 brings a very high tempo to that team to make them, makes them go. Yeah, so, and I think that's what Shanahan was really trying. Was Shanahan? Yeah. I think Shanahan. That's what Shanahan was trying to explain to everybody. With Donovan McNabb, the tempo wasn't there.
Right, because he's older player.
Right,
I understand. Right. That's a good point. Buffalo at Arizona.
Arizona redeems himself. Buffalo keeps going on their skid, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know what? A side note on that, you think the Saints' defense is bad? Buffalo's defense is almost right there.
Really?
With yardage that they given up.
So what you're saying is, because they did give up 600 yards.
So what you're saying is 90-some points in 90-some points in 2 games.
So what you're saying is, if Saints and Buffalo played each other this year,
that would be a high scoring game.
It would probably be like a college score.
Yeah. It'll be like Oregon and USC, something like that. Yeah. Because if you look at the stats, Buffalo is like right there, giving up that same amount of yards as the Saints is giving up, like the worst within 5 games or something like that. So but look for your boy to have a good game, Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
You know what I'm saying? All right, we got New England at Seattle. I'm going with New England.
Yeah, I'm going with New England also. The beating they put on the Broncos.
Ridiculous. Yeah. So all right, we got Minnesota surprising. Minnesota Vikings versus Washington. I'm going with Minnesota because Minnesota's playing good ball and their defense is stepping up.
Yeah, I'm putting like this. I don't know. Is RG3 playing?
They say he cleared for practice.
That doesn't mean he's cleared to play. Put me down for Minnesota also.
All right. Now this is gonna be a good game. This is an NFC Championship rematch. The Giants versus the 49ers.
49ers.
I'm going with the Giants.
No, you tripping.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No. 49ers gonna get in that ass.
You think so?
Yes. See, I don't know if you watched that game.
Which one?
The 49ers versus Buffalo.
I did.
49ers are gonna pose a serious problem.
Go with the quarterback. The quarterback situation. Yeah.
Because Alex Smith didn't have that vertical game. Right. Colin does. Kaepernick does.
Right.
And not only can Colin Kaepernick throw, he can run.
Right.
So I don't know if Alex Smith is going to play, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think my man Jim played both of them.
He's been doing that the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Play both of them.
All right, we got another good game. Packers at Houston. I'm going with Houston in this one, man.
You know what? I'm probably gonna get into a lot of trouble behind this.
You going with the Packers?
I'm going with the Packers, dog. I think the Packers gonna give Houston
They're gonna come out upset.
Yep, they go. Is that an upset?
Well, no, I'm talking about the Packers are gonna come out upset and try to take out Houston.
I don't necessarily.
You gotta realize that they are relying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still, man. I mean, you know what though? Is Greg Jennings playing? You might be bad for that game, right?
I don't know. That's good.
I mean, they lost to Indy, but I think they getting their running game situated. But I'm going with the Pack. I'm going with the Pack.
Cool. All right, and they got the Monday night of Denver at San Diego. I'm going with San Diego.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Denver, dude. Denver. I mean, you seen what we did to San Diego's defense. What do you think Peyton Manning's going to do?
Well, I mean, you see what everybody does to New England's team, and you seen what Flacco was able to do against the Patriots.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
I mean, is it saying that Peyton Manning has lost a step, or is he not? Offense is not set yet. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more the offense is not set yet.
Right.
But
So,
man, he has a phenomenal talent in Demarius Thomas.
Right. Yeah.
Man, he could play another two. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think with Demarius Thomas, if Demarius Thomas stays healthy, he can increase the longevity of Peyton's career.
I agree with that. I agree with that. All right. Well.